So there's three types of freedom. And I saw somebody else that says, I said, what do y'all want? Somebody said, I want freedom. And there are three types of freedom. There's financial freedom. Okay, we all want that. There's also time freedom, guys. That's being able to work when you choose to work, doing what you want to do whenever you want to do it. That's time freedom. And then there's location freedom. This is the gift of EXP. I can work wherever I choose to work, okay, anywhere in the world. And by the way, when I was we were in Bradenton, Florida. We were right outside Sarasota in the Tampa area. And I closed on two listings, and I took a listing while I was there. Okay, no problem. Because there are systems in place that allowed me to do that. I can take a deal anywhere in the world. So just a real quick trajectory of my real estate. When I got into the real estate game, okay, by 2009, I was ranked number 7 by Austin Business Journal. I was the 7th top producing real estate agent in the city of Austin, Texas, okay? That year, there was 9,800 agents in our MLS, and I was ranked number 7 based on my volume, based on my production in 2009. And, I was hustling, I was doing it. But another thing that a lot of people didn't realize about 2009, that's the year that I went 7th level. Okay, I read this red book by a guy named Gary Keller that called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, and it talked about this idea of going 7th level. I went 7th level in 2009. So even though I was making more money than I ever made in my life, I was only working about 5 or 6 hours a week in real estate. Okay, 5 or 6 hours a week. So this lifestyle that I'm telling you about is not only possible, but it's what you want. Now, there's 3 steps to freedom, and I'm gonna rattle these off. So step 1, you gotta hone your superpower. Listen to me now. You have a superpower. I want you to know that you have a superpower. You can find out what your superpower is by taking the DISC. You can take the Genius test. You can take the Passion test. You have to know what your superpower is. That is step number 1. And I find so many real estate agents that are wandering around, okay, like the children of Israel wandering in the wilderness, and they don't know what their superpower is. You remember, now this is going to date me, but there used to be a cartoon I used to watch called The Legion, what was it called? It had the Legion of Doom, but it was, what was it? It was like the Avengers, okay? So now we have the Avengers, all the young folks know about the Avengers and all that. But before the Avengers, there was the Justice League. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Come on now, the Justice League. And here's the thing about they had like the Wonder Twins, they had Aquaman, all these people, right? The Justice League, yeah. So you guys know what I'm talking about. So every single person in the Justice League had a different superpower, okay? And when you think about like the Avengers, the Incredible Hulk, what's he good at? He's good at smashing stuff. We need somebody to smash something, we call the Hulk, all right? But if we need Iron Man, we need somebody that does that, we need something different. Well, yeah, the Hulk is good at anger. Somebody said he's got anger management issues, right? So when you look at yourself, you are a superhero. Remember the quote that was attributed to Albert Einstein, everyone is a genius, okay? But if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life feeling like it's stupid, okay? So I see a lot of our agents that are fish and they're trying to climb trees, or they're really monkeys and they're trying to swim like a fish. The reality is, once you know what your superpower is and you snap into it, everything becomes easier. Everything becomes easier. And like I said, you've got the DISC, you've got the Genius test, you've got the Passion test. I even wrote a book called Discovering Your Divine Destiny. It's 121 questions that will scratch to the surface of who you are. So that's the first thing you want to do, guys. And then you want to design your business and your life. Listen to this. You want to design your business and your life around your superpower. See, a lot of agents are not high Ds. I'm not one. But most of the real estate books are written by high Ds. So what do they tell you to do? Door knock, okay? Knolly Williams has never knocked a door in his life. I don't door knock. I've never made a cold call, ever. But I still sold over 1,000 homes, okay? Why? Because that's not in my zone of genius. I've got people in my Mentorship Masters group, and I know we got some Mentorship Masters in the house. What's up, guys? I've got people in my group, all right, that are high Ds. Somebody just says, hey, I'm a D. So if you're a D, yeah, we're going to have you doing stuff like cold calling and door knocking and all that. That's no problem, because that is within your zone of genius. That's within your superpower. Okay? There's certain things that you're not going to send Superman to do, or Spider-Man. You're going to get the Incredible Hulk. Okay? That's just the way it is. So we all have a superpower. Step 2 is this, on the 3 steps to freedom, is you got to do the 2. Okay? You want to do 2 hours of lead generation every single day from 9 to 11. Okay? Without fail. Lead generation, guys. You want to become famous. That means you become known, well known in the areas that you serve. Okay? It's a lot of what I teach. And you want to lead generate, listen to this, you want to lead generate based on your personality profile. Okay, it's very, very, very important. I see a lot of real estate agents out there going and lead generating, and they hate it. They hate lead generation because they're not doing it according to their profile. All right. Now, if I get a high I in the house and I say, hey, here's your lead generation is a social calendar. Like Monday, you're going to be at Top Golf. Tuesday, you're going to be out, at a restaurant with friends. Hey, that's just like fun. They're like, you mean I can just have fun? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You're out there having fun, and that's how you lead generate. But you get somebody else with a different profile, like a high C, that would be torture for them. Okay. Now, step 3, okay, is you want to master leverage. Okay. Step 2, you want to master lead generation. And then step 2, I'm going back here. Master lead generation. And step 3, you want to master leverage. Leverage is about evaluating your business, scraping your plate, and designing your 3-hour workday. Now, do you remember, think about this for a minute. I'm going to give you a couple of analogies. Do you remember when you went on your last vacation and how it looked maybe the day, or just think back on a vacation you took. What does it look like the day before you go on vacation? Okay? Don't you get like 3 or 4 days worth of work done in one day? The day before vacation. Well, when you adopt what I've adopted, and I've been doing this for the last 5 years, a 3-hour workday. By the way, this segment that I'm doing right now with you guys is part of my 3-hour workday. Okay? My day started at 7, it's going to end at 10. All right? And I still run 3 companies that all make 6 figures plus, and I work a 3-hour workday. See, what the 3-hour workday does is it forces you to pick only 2 big picture priorities, and everything else you delegate to someone else. You delegate what you hate. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. So the big trap that most of the folks that I coach fall into is thinking that they can do it all. Okay, you got to understand where you are weak and partner with others who are strong in those areas. I'm going to say it again. Understand where you are weak and partner with others who are strong in those areas. See, when God made you, He made you to need other people. Okay? Rena's running the show here, but she can't do it by herself. It takes many, many arms and legs. It takes many minds, okay, to do this. Glenn's at the helm, but it takes the other 75,000 of us to pitch in, and we all have our own uniqueness, okay? So that's a big trap I don't want you guys to fall into. But the number one problem that real estate agents have, I want you to write this down, is leads, okay? So in this business, you'll only have 2 problems. This is very important to understand because it makes this business fun. We talk about making it fun again, right? You want to make it fun again? Do this business according to your zone of genius, and I'll tell you what fun is. That's fun right there, okay? So the second problem that you're going to have is leverage. So let me break this down for just a second. So the number one problem that you're going to have in this business is leads. That means you don't have enough business. Now, if you don't solve that problem, you're always going to be in feast or famine. You got a big paycheck come in, now you're not eating. You got a big paycheck come in, now you're not eating. That's the reason why when Mina Slaughter came to me, okay, this was about almost 3 years ago now. She was a showing assistant. She was getting paid $25 a house to open houses for agents. That was what she was making, $25 a house. She was at Keller Williams at the time. She came to me. I was at EXP. I've been here for 3 years. And she said, Knolly, I'm on my way out of the business. And my husband says, if I can't get a deal soon, she hadn't had a closing in 8 months. Okay, she hadn't had a closing in 8 months. She said, if I don't get a deal soon, I'm gonna have to go back to my corporate job. And I hated that job and I don't wanna go back. I said, Mina, listen to me now, okay? If you do what I tell you to do, you're gonna have success, you're gonna get deals, and your husband's gonna be asking you for a job in the next few years. That's how it's gonna be. Well, I gotta tell you guys what Mina did. She had no choice, but she did what I told her to do because she didn't have any other choice. And within 60 days, she had 3 deals in the pipeline, okay? And she just texted me last month. She texted me about 30 days ago. She closed 2.6 million, okay, in real estate last month. Okay, last month, that was her closings. So she's now making 50, 60 grand a month when she couldn't make, $2,000 a month. All right. What was the difference? Well, she solved the lead generation problem. Okay. The number one problem you're going to have is lead generation. And it's not a hard problem to solve. It's the easiest problem to solve. It's super easy to solve the lead generation problem.